Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me. Devastating flooding has hit the Netherlands and is continuing across much of Europe. So far, 130 people have died, with over 1,000 missing. Neighboring countries were similarly affected. Dutch authorities, the Netherlands, has ordered 10,000 residents of different cities and villages to evacuate homes along the river. It's a major river running through these countries. This is a major river. Here you can see on Wikipedia how it runs through the Netherlands. And yeah, all the way down. Another image on Wikipedia of this river. Yeah, to think that all these villages along here are being flooded out, and great loss of life. Another image of the different waterways as it follows its way all the way down to the ocean. It is a major river and is about 575 miles long. The loss of life is not only from the people who were quickly overwhelmed, basically had no time to evacuate, but also rescue people were presumed drowned and lost. In Belgium, 3 elderly people were missing after a small rescue boat used by firefighters capsized. They are all feared dead. In Germany, over 1,300 people still remain unaccounted for. In northeastern France, rainwater flooded vegetable fields, many homes, and a World War I museum evacuated people from a local campground. With an election coming up there in Germany, many of the politicians are blaming it on climate change. But one member of parliament is saying how this flooding is just a natural phenomenon, a natural process that the earth often goes through. AFD member of parliament, Cranston Hiss, who is responsible for climate, told the floods and inundations are a natural phenomenon. He claims man-made emissions do not play a role, not even in the current catastrophe. Never let a disaster go to waste. He is alone in his opinion there in Parliament. There's a video here on Twitter showing the floodwaters rushing through one of the cities there in Germany. Yeah, so terrible, so tragic. Another Twitter post says a spokesman pointed out how many people could not be reached because of the paralyzed cellular network. Using Google Translate, this page says how Angela Merkel is providing 50 million euros, well, that's a drop in the bucket, for short-term support to repair damaged roads, bridges, and other structures. You know, many of these towns and small villages are already devastated from the lockdowns from the coronavirus. Still trying to recover, and then this disaster hits. Yeah. Evidently, their estimates of 1,300 people that are missing is just in one area. There's probably thousands of people that are going to be dead and missing. 900 soldiers, that's it. That is all. Have been sent to a disaster area along the North Rhine River. But how are they going to get in with the roads taken out, the bridges taken out? They're also currently worried about a dam that may fail there. They're saying that the dam could fail at any time. Because of the dam, several villages have been evacuated. Around 4,500 residents were affected. Think about the loss of the livestock, the loss of food production, the loss of infrastructure, clean water, sanitation. No cellular. Evidently that's been wiped out. Electricity, transportation for food, medical, getting to the doctor for your regular medical problems, let alone injuries that they may have had because of this flooding when the buildings and homes collapsed and washed away. Train services, it says here that they're delivering drinkable water. Another image on Twitter of the massive flooding. Another image. This is from Reuters. This page translation said that many people were brought to safety by helicopters and boats. Many sought protection from the floods on trees, rooftops. Yeah, anything they could grab onto. This area here, I have a before and after image, but this was all farmland. Another Twitter post. This is drone images of the devastation. Absolutely horrible. This is from Sky News. Let me move it up so you can read it. This is along the Rhine River there. Yeah, the poor people. Definitely sending prayers to everybody. Look at that. To think this was all areas of homes and small villages. Yeah, completely caught unaware. Yeah, it makes you wonder, didn't they notice that the rivers were rising? The massive rains that were occurring. Yeah, a lot of people think, well, the government will tell us when to evacuate. The government will protect us. The amount of money that will be needed. I mean, there's billions of euros lost of infrastructure. And that's probably going to be a drop in the bucket for what it's going to take to rebuild, if they ever rebuild. There is another Twitter post, a video of a fire truck, rescue personnel, going through the floodwaters. There was a post that firefighters were lost, died in the flooding. I don't know if this is the case, but it's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm surprised the truck kept running. But you can see they go all the way down the street here. And yeah, I don't know where they were going. I sent prayers, hopefully they were okay. You know, all the destruction, someone up on the balcony looking down. Many of the wood and stone buildings could not withstand the flooding. Here's an image of before, and I'll pull it over and after. You can see this is all farmland. And I don't know what that other... There's that house there, and looks like more farmland. A gully and a road. Yeah, all washed out. Look at that. Another Twitter post says, I can't recall in my lifetime any flooding of this volume in my country of Belgium before. I am 55. The nearest was in 1976. The biggest disasters with floods in these regions was probably Holland, our neighbor, back in 1953, before my time. Reuters also has more images of the flooding. Yeah, probably going to go down as flooding of the century. This image here is from yesterday, July 15th, of the city or village of Schuld, Schuld. You can see here, it was the wood and stone structures, brick structures that didn't withstand the massive flooding. And we got rescue workers or trucks up over here. Yeah, I am sure they are not going to recover a lot of people from this devastation. Absolutely horrible. This is images from Gross Vernick, also from yesterday. This image is from Rastad. Sorry if I'm pronouncing them wrong. Yes. This one says a vehicle crossing a road after the Irft River swelled following heavy rains. More images from Reuters. Yeah, the roads were just taken out. Look at that. Yeah, the water lines, probably gas lines, sewer lines. Yeah, talking about toxic and, yeah, germ-filled waters. You can do a Google search, and here's some people on their rooftop from CNN being rescued. This is evidently from Al Jazeera. Another one from The Guardian. Now, the dead here, like I said, it's up to over 130 bodies they have found so far. Sending prayers. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to rebuild. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you.